Hello and welcome to Take Three. This is episode 3, and today we're recasting Shrek. I think we're not doing an individual movie, right, guys? We're doing the whole franchise because it's pretty hard to do the specific movies, right?
Yeah, popular characters from the franchise.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So,
essentially in Shrek 1 there weren't enough, so we
There
decided
was
to
like
span it
3
out.
characters.
although like we're only really counting like the true Shrek films, right? Because 1 and 2 only exist in my mind. Like I've no knowledge of any of the Shrek films as far as I'm concerned.
I don't know what we're talking about. Shrek the Third is a cinematic masterpiece.
Yeah.
If we are going to get into this debate, I rank Shrek 4 way higher than Shrek 3. I don't know what you guys think about that hot take.
Sorry, no, Shrek the Third.
Say again.
It's Shrek the Third. Let's
there's no
give
Shrek
it its
4?
due. No, so
do you think it's Shrek the Third that's better than Shrek 4?
No, they refused to call it Shrek 3. It's Shrek the Third.
Oh, right.
And then it goes back to Shrek 4.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Yeah. Give that classic music.
Let's get it right, guys. No, Shrek 4 is definitely better. They're both rubbish, but at least Shrek 4 has some lines that make you laugh.
At least Shrek 4 has Do the Rocky.
Do the rock.
Do the rock. Me and my friend. Bye-bye.
I was watching that on like repeat, like just last week. Cool. I guess we can dive straight into it, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yes,
Cool.
whatever.
Okay. Zooming in. Okay, first one we've got, obviously, the one and only Shrek. I didn't. Did we do this on the previous episode? Did we? Yeah, we had the old actors.
Like previous, yeah.
It's hard to tell this one. Yeah, so if we might need to do them as we go along.
I guess we don't really like need to see the pictures of the. Oh no, I guess we do, so we know who each other's talking about. It's Mike Myers is the played Shrek, and when did Shrek come out? 2001.
Yeah, isn't there an interesting story about Mike Myers? Wasn't he like not supposed to be the original voice actor?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think.
I feel like that's something you should concretely know.
Yes, that's something I definitely should have researched. I think like someone else
conspiracy podcast.
I think someone else was lined up to do it, and Mike Myers did he like help write the show, and then like he did like the stand-in. Oh no, actually no. Oh no, maybe he did like a Scottish accent for a laugh.
Right,
and
I'm reading it now.
Thank God.
Mike Myers originally voiced Shrek with his natural speaking voice before the film was test screened. Then he tried country Canadian accents for Shrek. Oh. However, after viewing a rough cut of the film, he felt that something was missing from his performance and re-recorded all of his lines with a Scottish accent, based on the voice his mother used when reading him bedtime stories as a child. The original voice he did can still be heard in the technical goofs on the Shrek DVD. There you go. Yeah, the decision to revoice Shrek with the Scottish accent cost an additional $4 million.
Wow.
Just to re-record all his lines.
That's insane. 4 million. Yeah. That's on another level. Okay, well that's interesting.
But also Chris Farley was originally cast as Shrek and even recorded almost all of the dialogue.
Yes, that's it. Chris Farley, yeah.
But then Chris
pretending
Farley,
now that he knows.
I'm reading it. I am reading it. But then he died before it could finish, so they gave it to Mike Myers instead.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, interesting stuff. Cool. Okay, who wants to go first? Well,
I'll get my rubbish one out of the way.
The throwaway.
Yeah, I struggled for so long with this, and the closest I can come to is Colin Farrell.
Okay.
You know, it's an Irish accent rather than a Scottish accent, but I think he could do the angry like get out of my swamp, and he can also do the sort of a bit more vulnerable parts of Shrek. So Yeah, I mean, I don't really believe in it. I'm saying this assuming you two have better options. Colin Farrell.
If they cast him, I would like believe. I wouldn't like disbelieve it. Like I didn't believe the news that I can't think of names today, but the Twilight guy was cast as Batman. Like actually,
Robert Pattinson.
Yeah, it took me like a full 2 weeks to actually believe that happened. Like that wouldn't happen with this one. That's all I'll say. Yeah. Liv, what do you think about Colin Farrell?
Yeah, I think that's a good choice.
Oh, cool.
Oh, you do? Okay. I think it's a believable choice. I'm not saying it's a good choice. Liv, do you want to give us yours?
Yes, I do. We've all seen that video of the woman yelling, "Disgusting!" Her name is Lizzie Brash. She lives in Liverpool. For Shrek.
Oh my God.
So if you haven't seen the video Liv is talking about, it's two girls.
The meme.
It's not there.
It's two girls who decide to record an Adele song or something like that, them singing some song. And as they start to sing
a Cher Lloyd song. I love it.
Is it Cher Lloyd? Yeah. And then as they start to sing, their mum, just in the background, bursts through the door. Posed. Connor just got off a picture and it's just reminded me. Liv will probably know it better than me, but it's like, who's done a shot? Well, it was one of yous.
Which one of you took a shot in the toilet? And one of the girls goes, it wasn't me. And she goes, well, fucking one of yous. That's disgusting, and slams the door. And it's comedy gold. And I think she could deliver that to Shrek. So it sounds
like Shrek. Oh God.
You really thought Connor would come up with this type of stuff, but here I am.
I feel like I wasn't like the goofy comedy presence that you wanted me to be on this podcast. So you've taken it upon yourself to come up with this stupid casting.
If you want a job done right, gotta do it
everyone else but Liv.
Oh God. Okay.
I firmly believe in that casting with my heart.
I'll see mine. So at first, I had it as Gerard Butler, but then I realized I don't know, like I don't feel like he'd translate that well to like a cartoon.
Yeah, I don't think that would work.
So I was just thinking like someone who would actually just work as a cartoon, I think could actually like get the accent right, and I decided that I would trust Hugh Jackman with the role. I just feel like he could. I know that he's done nothing to show that he could do it. I just have a gut feeling that he could. Okay.
You sound like a teacher trying to convince everyone that a student is going to pass their exam. He's done nothing to prove that he can do it, but I believe he can.
Wow, I'm trying to teach like that.
I cannot believe how good I now feel about Colin Farrell.
What are you talking about? Look in the middle. That's the winner.
So my thing with Hugh Jackman is, I mean, his natural voice, his Australian voice, quite relaxed, quite soothing,
right?
And even in films where I've seen him like shouting and being a bit more aggressive, I still wouldn't make it a Shrek style.
Do you not think Wolverine with a Scottish accent would work?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. I mean,
oh God, we're gonna cast Colin Farrell, aren't we?
I think Colin Farrell works.
Yeah, I think he. Yeah.
I just don't know why we're dismissing my choice, but Colin Farrell works.
We'll give you a minute to think about it, Liv. But genuinely, find the video if you haven't seen it of Liv's choice being there.
Classic.
Of what? Sorry.
Becoming a viral sensation.
No, sure. Are we going to start off with Colin Farrell? I do not feel good about this one.
Oh no, really?
Well, we're not getting. I mean, like, look, I feel like Colin Farrell isn't like the perfect Shrek. Like, I feel like there's definitely someone out there that could do Shrek.
Why don't we go back and?
But I feel like he is the best option.
And we could
maybe
go back
one
and
will
debate
come
Shrek.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe one will come out.
Up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so can we give it to Colin Farrell now then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I tried.
If he asks for too much money, guys, I'm not.
If he decides to be a diva about it, Colin's out on his ear.
Like I just want to put in brackets like dispensable. That's all I want to do.
I'm confident about my other choices for everyone else except Prince Charming. I'm a bit like,
I feel a little bit more confident about my other choices. So
yeah.
Should get better. So Donkey, Liv, do you want to start us off with this one?
I say this proud to sit on my chest, Kevin Hart. There's no debate. He would do it so well. He would give that comedy that what's he called? Eddie Murphy has. And I can hear him being Donkey. Even if it was live action.
It's definitely what would happen.
Con, on that box, sorry for the visual, you'd write Eddie Murphy.
Yes. Yeah, sorry, no.
It's been a long day.
It's been a long day. Yeah. Okay. No, I feel like that's a safe choice, Liv. I respect it. Yeah, I feel like nobody would complain, right? Like,
no.
Who's going to complain about that? Fair enough.
I don't feel confident now, the way you're saying
that. So yeah, I went slightly different. Just
hang on, first, what do you think about Kevin Hart?
Oh, Kevin Hart. Yeah, like you say, I think definitely safe is the word I use, and I don't mean that as an insult at all. Just it would be a very similar performance, and ultimately that is what you could argue that's what we're going for.
Yeah, we want to make money. We want that marketing.
We want that dollar.
Guys, that's the point of this podcast. At the end we value the profit we're going to make. Take 3, capitalist edition. So what's your pick, Will?
I went for what I thought was annoying and could play an annoying sidekick. And I also thought about the fact that in the movies, Donkey sings.
Right.
So I was like, what actor could play that sort of comedic, slightly annoying, but can also sing? And I went with Jack Black. I can just.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't hugely confident or anything, but I just thought, he could do the. I was thinking mainly about the song at the end of the first one.
He's so well known as Po from Kung Fu Panda.
I literally thought you were about to just stop there. Like, he's so well known. I was like, yeah, Kevin Hart's a real underdog.
I would hear him as a Po.
Yeah, Po.
The panda.
Yeah. I mean, Kevin Hart's pretty well known as the bunny in Secret Life of Pets. So
Secret Life of Pets is not as big as Kung Fu Panda.
Is Secret Life of Pets DreamWorks?
As an animator, I confirm that. No, it's Illumination.
It's trash, is what it is.
Love Illumination.
No. Secret Life of Pets is trash.
Oh, I loved it.
I did not like that movie.
I really like Lake Bell, the actress who does the voice of the cat. I think she did it really well.
It's a lazy Toy Story, Con, if you haven't seen it.
Okay.
What's your pick, Connor? My
pick was, and I've just Googled him for the image, and he's surprisingly good looking shirtless. It's a throwback from the last episode we did. I went with, what's his name? Lamorne Morris, aka
Winston from New Girl. He was on my list.
Was he?
Yeah.
I was very tempted to put the topless picture of him on there.
I can say right now, give him the crown.
Yeah,
he was on my list. It was between him and Kevin Hart.
Why didn't you pick him then?
Because
you chose.
I thought Kevin Hart was a safe bet, and I could hear him as Donkey. And I'm also, every time I come up with someone, you guys are always like, "But this person's too big, that person's too small. This is too much of a start office." I'm like, right, well, the main characters are the 3 right here on the screen. So if you were casting for the first movie, then yeah, you need 3 big actors, just like Eddie Murphy. So that's why I went. But if you want him, I'll go with him because
Kevin Hart is too small. You gotta be at least 5'6" to play Donkey.
My thing is, Connor, I'm worried Lamorne Morris is too old.
What?
It's a voice thing.
I was joking. It's because Liv thought everyone was too old last week.
I get it now.
No, definitely.
So it sounds like Liv's brain was saying Kevin Hart, but her heart was saying, I forgot his name, Lamorne Morris.
Yeah.
Liv, I feel like you should listen to your heart,
Not the
I thought
Kevin
maybe
Hart,
this might be
the
my
other.
last podcast,
That's fair enough.
This is now your pod heart. Yeah, let's. I hate myself. Right, let's put.
Also, he sings in New Girl, Lamorne Morris. He does this great. He does this great episode where he's in the car and he sings all those tracks from Wicked. So I could see him singing in that.
Yeah. Do you want to defend Jack Black because Liv's jumped off the heart wagon?
Nah, I mean, I've said what I need to say. The whole singing, and I think he can do the sort of comedy side and noise side. But I do think Lamorne Morris would do it better.
Oh, Connor getting a win this early, it can only mean good things.
It's in the bank.
This is Connor's podcast. I feel it. Okay, cool. So we got
Fiona now.
Morris. I'll always think of him as Winnie from
Little Winnie.
New Girls. I'll go first.
Yep. So the actress we're replacing is Cameron Diaz.
Oh yeah. So I picked. I thought we'd try and get some relevant names, some hot names. Try and sell these movie tickets. So I'm going for Gemma Chan. Very on topic right now, right, with the Eternals and stuff.
I think Gemma Chan's come up every week so far.
Actually, she's good. I mean, why not? So yeah, I'm going Gemma Chan. Have we actually picked Gemma Chan yet? We did for a holiday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But there's no rule against that.
Depends on the schedules, but hopefully it doesn't clash.
For this fake film, I hope her schedule's wide open.
Hopefully. Yeah, that's who I'm casting. Any thoughts?
Don't like it. Don't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can't tell if Liv's joking, but I don't really see that fitting.
No, I'm not. Why? I'm not joking.
I think I agree with. I think I disagree with Connor from 2 hours ago. My second choice was Scarlett Johansson. I think that would have been better, but
yeah, it would have.
Yeah. Oh well.
Not
Too
much,
late.
but yeah.
Not much. Fair enough. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Will, what was yours?
Mine. I was trying to think of like Fiona's got sort of an exasperated voice about her dealing with sort of the childishness of Donkey and Shrek, but also like a strong can hold her own. And I've gone for Rashida Jones. I just feel like her voice, even though I'm not.
You hate Rashida Jones.
I was literally about to say, I'm not a massive fan of Rashida Jones. I don't hate her. I just tend to not like the character she plays. I tend to find her quite annoying.
Didn't she just voice a character in something? I feel like I can hear her voice.
I don't know. But
yeah. Toy Story 4.
Oh, sure.
Who's she playing Toy Story 4?
I remember she helped write it as well.
Oh, right.
Was she the Barbie and Ken or whatever?
No, there's wait, I'll check.
She was in Spies in Disguise.
That was it. She's in Klaus. Spies in Disguise, yes, and Klaus.
Oh, Klaus, she's the teacher, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I just really think she could do Fiona well.
I actually agree.
Yeah, I think so. I can vaguely hear her voice from The Office, but that's it.
Yeah, Karen, the original Karen,
the OG. Liv, who did you have?
So for my choice, I could hear Fiona in some of her lines, like when she is insisting that they like find a camp or something, and she like has a bit of an argument with Shrek. So I kind of went off that, and I think Jennifer Lawrence could do this voice very well for Fiona. I can hear her doing it, but I think she has that good dynamic. You mean see her in multiple films, where she can play the more mellow girl, and then just like in Silver Linings Playbook, you see she can have outbursts as well. Yeah. Oh, that's a good picture.
I don't see it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see it. I've only really known her as Katniss, I guess. What you might know if I've seen her in
I've
something
only
else.
known her as Katniss.
What else have I seen her in? What?
Come on, you know Connor's film knowledge is, and Jennifer Lawrence, the type of film she does is not the kind of films that Connor watches.
True, they're not cartoons.
Liv might know some. Well, Liv sometimes knows my film knowledge more than I do. So, Liv, can you remember me watching any Jennifer Lawrence films other than Katniss?
No, I mean we watched Hunger Games. I don't think we watched Silver Linings Playbook. I know you've seen X-Men.
Oh, I did. Yeah, X-Men and the one that came out on Netflix recently. Don't Look Up.
Don't Look Up.
Yeah, I don't see it as Fiona. I just can't. I don't know why though.
But you're hearing the voice. You can't hear her voice. I defo can hear her voice doing it.
I feel like Cameron Diaz was so high pitched, and Jennifer Lawrence just has like some more bassy tones, and that I think that might be it. But I don't know. It's just I can't envision it yet. I'd have to see her in the screening room. Yeah. Will, what do you think about Jennifer Lawrence?
I mean, yeah, my first instinct was voice too deep, and like, yeah, I don't know. Has she done voice acting before?
No.
I just
she's
don't
so
know.
Expressive in everything that like that can translate to voice for sure. She's so expressive, and that's why I really liked her for it.
I'm personally, for me, it's my choice, but I'm backing Rashida out of the three we've got. I think we've all agreed Gemma Chan is a no. No offense, Con. I wouldn't be massively against Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah, I don't know. There's just something about it that doesn't sit quite right.
I'm backing Karen at the minute, so Liv, you're gonna have to fight for Jennifer Lawrence if you feel.
Well, no, it's like I get the Jennifer one. Like I'm not 100% set. I can see it, but I can also agree if you don't see it. I'm like, yeah, fair. But I don't see Rashida.
You see Rashida.
I mean, we'll have to go Rashida because you both agree that, but I'm not happy with it.
Okay, we're gonna have to loop back around. This could be a long podcast because I'm not happy with this guy either, Colin Farrell. So shall we put her there for now and then see if anyone else comes?
Damn, I had a different one. I had Amanda Seyfried, and I was like between her and Jennifer Lawrence.
I'm not sure who that is.
She's in Mamma Mia.
Mamma Mia. Ted 2. I'm trying to think of what Connor was in.
Instantly
thinks, what does Connor watch? Ted 2.
I think I know who you're on about.
Oh.
Okay, so far it's not looking great. That's troop on. I'm not looking forward to the grading. Puss in Boots. Who wants to go first for this one?
So the actor we're replacing here is Antonio Banderas.
Oh, thank you.
So it's a very I struggle with this because it's a very obviously a Spanish, because he's like almost like a matador, right? That's kind of meant to be the Banderas.
Oh, sorry.
Banderas, isn't it? I mean, just in case on YouTube you'll get loads of comments. That's not how you spell Banderas. Just for people listening.
It can possibly be commented on more than the last video, but
so my instinct is a person that Connor would have never heard of and Liv will have to see the picture to be like, oh, that guy is Wilmer Valderrama.
I do know who he is.
Do you?
I can see him with his shortcut hair in my head. What the hell is he? No, you think I'm... Wait, don't... I'm not going to look at the screen. Wasn't he in That 70s Show?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he was in Grey's
Fez?
Anatomy. Not that
Fez.
recently.
Oh.
He was Fez, yeah. And then, if you remember, Liv, I can't remember if you got this far. He was Stephanie's boyfriend for like a season, and then dies.
On Grey's, it killed my heart.
I mean, this was about 5-6 seasons ago. And he did like the sort of
that season.
He did sort of the Spanish heartthrob quite well. So that's like my Spanish choice, like sort of thinking about the Spanish accent. But then I started thinking about like Puss in Boots just as a character, because, you know, I had Colin Farrell, who's Irish, not Scottish, as Shrek and stuff like that. So I was trying to think less like Spanish and more. I was trying to think who could be a sort of smoldering thing. And the other one I have, I don't want you to put a picture up, but the other one I have, just in case you'd rather have one that everyone knows, was The Rock.
Fuck off. No way.
Explain context. What's your thinking? Show your
just
workings.
That, like, he could just...
Do you mean like it would be humorous to see like such a booming voice from such a
big guy
cat
in such a small cat being like, you know, because The Rock has such a image now.
You know what,
like,
I see it. I do.
This really strong, like, I will end you with a big smolder, but then in like this little cat being like, prepare to meet your doom, and it's I don't know.
Yeah, they could do like the Lord Farquaad jokes for Puss in Boots.
Yeah, it would only work in that first instance when Shrek picks him up and he's like, "Hey, kitty," you just hear Dwayne Johnson be like, "Put me down."
Yeah.
But I'm sticking with Wilmer Valderrama, even though I'm accepting it probably won't be him because he's not really a movie star. But yeah.
Okay, I respect it.
Just to give you an insight into my thought process.
It's the opposite of what Liv did. Liv thought, you know, Liv thought Lamorne Morris, and she was like, no, go for the safe option, Kevin Hart. Will has done the exact opposite. I respect that so much.
Feels like a dig at Liv more than a compliment to me.
Yeah, I was going to say, well, I was going to be like, well, I didn't win with Kevin Hart, and you're not going to win with him because I'm the perfect guy. He's called Pedro Pascal, and
oh yes,
yeah,
good choice.
Yeah,
the Mandalorian con.
Yeah.
Oh really? Oh yeah, that's a very good choice.
Yeah.
Oh, you've won hands down. Mandalorian sounds like Puss in Boots in a way.
You can see him playing that suave Spanish kind of mysterious. Yeah.
Shit, that's made
well done, Olivia.
Mine look like crap.
Thank you. I might as well get one. I don't think I got any last time either.
Wow. See, Liv, that time you used your heart and your brain. That was really good.
See what happens when they work together. I would love if Connor just pulls something out of the bag.
Yeah, now I don't want to follow that up at all. So, I didn't pick a Spanish actor, but he does speak Spanish, and he's done loads and loads of voice acting work. So I feel like he could pull it off. He could do a Spanish accent. I've gone for John Leguizamo, the guy from Chef and the guy from Ant-Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's good. He's very comical.
He played Sid the Sloth. I feel like because he's like predominantly is actually voice acting, like he probably has like a really good range. I just feel like he'd like nail it, you know, like he's been there, he's done it, he's done comedy before. I think it's a good option. But that being said, I do think Liv has won this round for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Cool. And we don't need to debate, do we? I think.
No.
That's the first one we've all been sure on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, we were all sure on Winston.
Yeah, we're going good, bad, good, bad. Sorry, bad, good, bad, good. So this one's due to be bad, I think.
Yeah, this was a hard one.
Yeah. Oh man, you guys are gonna think mine sucks actually. Yeah. Oh man. Okay. Shall I go?
Yeah, you go first.
Cool. Okay, so the one that you guys might have agreed with, which I said, screw that, I'm not going there. It's the safe option. This kind of the theme of this podcast. Was Colin Firth, which I thought would do like just a solid job. Oh, there's already. Wait until you hear this next one. But the one that I have gone for is Hugh Grant. I can see it. I think it would be good.
Okay. Don't mind it.
No,
I'm surprised.
Good,
Wait, would you guys actually like that over Colin Firth?
Yes.
Yes.
Nice. Okay, I'm proud of myself then. Cool.
Dude, where do you get these pictures from?
He's even got a microphone ready.
He's suited up. He's ready to go. These are the ones he's too young in them. This is
the pictures don't really matter because people listening on the podcast will just be listening to us like bash these pictures and have no idea what we're talking about.
We need to annotate a bit. I've selected a image with him with a microphone, and it's caused some controversy, audience.
Well, it's just not really like a actor's shot. It's like
it's definitely from like a video.
It looks like he just did a TED talk.
Yes. It does. Yeah. What would he do? What would Hugh Grant do a TED talk about?
Well, that picture makes it look like he just did a TED talk on why it's time for white men to catch a break. But the actual Hugh Grant, I don't know. I don't really know much about him outside of.
I feel like he's only just recently discovered that there's more than one dimension in acting. So you could do a TED talk on like how I found the second dimension at the age of 50.
Are you talking about when he was in The Gentleman? Because that's definitely when he found the other dimension. And
I heard it. I hear.
I don't know. Paddington 2. He's
just been doing different roles, hasn't he?
Yeah. So yeah, no, I think it's a good choice, Con. My choice for Fiona's dad, the king, was Stephen Fry. Just again, like
that's a really good one.
Yeah,
that's good. Yeah,
I know his voice work is good because I listened to all the Harry Potter audio CDs when I was younger, and he voices every single character in it. And yeah, I think he could do the king very well.
Push back on that one. Can he do angry? It's very important for King Harold to be able.
I feel like King Harold isn't angry. He's more like a nervous, pushover type of guy.
Can you not remember when they're like Shrek and him are having like the food fight? It's not like a food fight, but
but other than that, after that scene, most of the scenes you see him with, he's getting pushed around by the fairy godmother.
I suppose.
But I think
Stephen Fry could do angry.
Yeah.
That's
what I was. Yeah. Okay. I'll take your word for that. Yeah. Other than that, he does seem really good. I think he is probably better than Hugh Grant. Liv, who are you picking?
I mean, I know Will's one with Stephen Fry, but I picked Jim Broadbent. I thought he could do that nervous, being pushed around guy very well. We've all seen him in multiple things. I was thinking of him mostly when he was in The Borrowers. Like I could hear his voice. I could see him play that kind of father type role, and yeah, he's good.
Can he do angry?
Yes. Watch The Borrowers.
Okay, I don't recall seeing him in anything actually, but
in Harry Potter.
It is more of like a indignant anger than a
anger.
Yeah.
Right.
I say Stephen Fry.
I mean it's a good option, but I do think Stephen Fry. I was quite happy.
Yeah, I'm happy with Stephen Fry. Cool. Okay. Sounds like we don't.
Will, you dominated this one.
Have I?
No. Will.
Oh, every other. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
You kind of have one each.
We've still got time, Liv. We can. Still
Oh my
pull it
god,
back.
I did not know we were casting Farquaad.
That I forgot him as well.
Oh my
Connor
god.
told me like 10 minutes before.
This is a
and I
big
was
ass
like,
podcast. Delete him off. Like, I don't have
No, because I've got a really good one for him.
Oh, okay.
I've got an amazing one for him.
Okay.
Gotta find one.
I'm looking for a clean sweep. I want to get these 4 to myself.
Something tells me you won't, so don't get too excited. But okay.
It's time to replace Julie Andrews. I keep saying the name just so Connor knows who to type into our visual thing. I'll start us off.
I did know John Cleese. I knew John Cleese because I casted John Cleese, and then I checked at the very end who the original voice actors were, and it was John Cleese. And I was like, oh crap.
You knew it was John Cleese. You just didn't know how to spell John Cleese, which is fine.
Is that not how you spell it?
No, it's double E. But it again doesn't really matter.
Damn, I've written in letters.
For Julie Andrews. Again, I was just thinking of like top British actresses who I think could.
You're gonna say who I've got. I can feel it.
Do you think? Who could sort of play that motherly role? And I've gone for Emma Thompson.
I knew it. That's who I've got.
I think that's the first time that's happened.
Really?
That we've cut like that across the 3 episodes we've done that.
No, I think some.
Oh no, it did happen
holiday.
once.
Did it once, didn't we, in the holiday?
Yeah.
But maybe for different parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, for different parts, I think it was. This is the
I
first
had
time we've had
Emma
it for the same
Thompson.
part.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, that's.
I also was, I was debating between her for Fairy Godmother as well, because her and Cruella, she's so good at being that villain.
Oh, I really need to watch Cruella.
It's so good. You'll catch it on the 20th anniversary. That bitchy type, I'm in control, I could see her doing, but it had to just be sweet and endearing. So
yeah. Oh, I have seen her in Late Night, where she does play that sort of
with Mindy Kaling.
With Mindy Kaling, yeah.
Do you want to watch that?
Yeah, it's on Prime in the UK. Seek it out, it's good. But she's the right choice for this, really, unless Connor's got an absolute.
Oh, just wait for
belter.
Okay, can I just concede and move on? Because I think you guys will.
You were very confident, Connor. You said you're going for a 4-person sweep. So
I'm way more confident on these 3 than.
Oh, what a coincidence!
Let's just move on. Let's fine.
I'm way more confident on the last 2. Way more confident on the last.
I wholly agree with you guys. I picked Judi Dench.
That's not a bad one.
Yeah, it's not the great one, is it? But no, I totally.
She's a woman and she's British, so I suppose there's.
Yeah, that was the correct.
That's what Connor did on Google. He typed in British women.
Oh, what? No, I did not.
Of 50, and he was like, "Oh, Judi Dench came up." There we go.
I typed in old posh actresses.
Oh, that's even more insulting. Wow.
Okay.
And Judi Dench was there, so I picked Judi Dench. But yeah, let's pick your person. I've forgotten her name.
Emma Thompson.
Emma Thompson.
Got it. Cool. Yeah, definitely.
Nanny McPhee.
Question is, who gets the point out of you guys? Half a point each.
Half a point each.
Yeah.
Need to be giving them trophies, Con, for our visuals.
Oh, yes, trophies.
It's all about them visuals for this podcast.
You've really earned it. We should have cash rewards for the winners. Just send them through the post. Lord Farquaad.
The one we all remembered. Liv's gonna have to come up
with this one's an interesting one because Liv doesn't have one. Will thought of one just before the podcast, but he seems quite confident. I am so confident I'm going to get Will's vote, even with knowing how confident he is with his vote. Yeah.
Right.
So Liv, trying to go first.
You're going to make Liv go first.
No, I'm joking. You just think for a while. You'll get one.
Okay, I'll get one.
No, Will, I want you to go
Liv
first.
Can be Liv can be the decider between our 2. If
no, because I'm not going to win. If you need to be the decider, Will. I honestly think I'll convince you out of yours.
Oh, I just got a good one. Okay.
Will, you go first because I want to trump you after. I want you to be like, shit, I was wrong, Connor's right.
Okay.
I'm
for this, again, like Con said, it was 10 minutes before, so I instantly thought Lord Farquaad is this small guy who wants to rule the Empire and is very like obnoxious and whatever. So I was trying to think of actors who had played similar characters to that, and I ended up with Ken Jeong.
Well, I thought you were going to say Kim Jong-un then.
Kim
Jong-un, you know, the guy who North Korea.
I'm not looking to start a war. I'm not looking to.
Small wants to rule the world. I was like, oh my god.
In case you're watching, Liv is the one who is comparing you to that Kim Jong-un. Nothing to do with
me. Can you put his name in the chat? I've typed in his name, but
sorry, Ken, Ken, and then Jeong.
Okay.
Ken Jeong.
There we go. Oh, yeah. Okay. No, that's a good pick. I like.
Yeah,
I
sorry,
like
you asked us to put them in the chat, didn't you?
Oh. Yeah, I completely forgot.
Yeah, same.
It's because I'm thinking of The Hangover. I'm thinking of The Hangover.
Also
I'm thinking
Community.
Of Community.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of all those things, and I think he could do it really well. So that's why I was quite like, yeah, I'm happy.
That's
considering
good.
It was like off the cuff.
That's that's good. That's good.
I'm
worried you're not going to jump
Ken
off.
Ken Jeong. Crazy Rich Asians, he's great in.
Yeah.
He was a doctor before
he was in Crazy Rich Asians.
I mean, he had a show, Dr. Ken.
That's mad.
His life, yeah.
How can become a doctor? And then, it's an achievement. That's like Arnie becoming a senator after he became a doctor. Not quite, but okay. Will, I don't know if I can get you to come off this bandwagon now. It sounds like you're pretty full on the.
Oh, come on, you're don't. I am confidence in yourself now.
I'm still confident. Okay. So Will might instantly decide that this is the right option, and Liv, I don't think you're going to know who it is. Matt Berry.
Yes.
Matt Berry.
Yes. Right.
Oh my god!
I've never been more confident. Jokers or something.
No, Matt Berry. He's from the IT crowd, and he's done a few other things. He's a very much like a British actor. Like
it's not for you, Liv.
Yeah, this is the problem. I don't know if Liv's gonna know. So I think you might need to trust us, Liv. That this is like
into that decision.
I think you might need to trust us that this is like the perfect fit for Lord Farquaad.
I'm gonna trust you. Let's go to him then.
Well, no, give us yours first then.
Yeah, I literally Googled male comedians / actors, and I got Zach Galifianakis.
Another
in The Hangover.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I could see it, but then those two are way better. There was more time, but the second one, yeah, if you trust him, go for it.
Nice. That's a good pick. I think that's a solid option. But
he's also in Have either of you seen What We Do in the Shadows?
No.
He's been in loads of stuff recently. People keep telling me that he's in stuff.
Yeah, he's in the TV spin-off of What We Do in the Shadows, which is a Taika Waititi film that has now been made into a TV show, and he's so funny in it. Right. And he also has a show called Toast, or Toast in London or something, where he plays Toast, not literal Toast, like a guy called Toast who's an actor. And that is a proper good choice.
Thank you. I've
fair play, gone.
Thought into it.
Yates should get a brand deal. See, I told you what. I told you had the perfect one.
Yeah.
I think
just so you know, Con, the actor we're replacing is John Lithgow.
Oh, I'm not sure who that is.
Lithgow. Lithgow.
Okay. Cool. Okay, so
Barney's dad and How I Met Your Mother.
Ah, okay. Thank you so much for these.
That's all right. Liv, I'm going to send you some clips of Matt Berry because he is so funny.
So funny. Yeah. Let's watch them after the podcast.
Let's just do a group watch of IT Crowd. I missed that show. It was so good.
I watched it recently, and I just keep watching the episodes individually now. It's random.
I genuinely had a very big technical problem at work this week, and I had to call the IT guy down.
Somebody lose their crown? No.
I shit you not. He came in and was playing with the cables for ages, and he was like, "Oh, that's really weird. Nothing's working. Have you tried turning it off and back on again?" And I burst out laughing. I was pissing myself, and he was like, "Is that a yes? Have you?" I was like, "Yeah, it worked." He turned it off at the wall and back on, and it worked.
It always works. It always works.
It was insane.
It's like a joke based on such a big truth. It's true.
Oh,
okay.
I think Liv's gone.
No, I've not. I had to walk off camera for a minute to get some socks.
It happens. The classic podcast stuff,
Yeah.
I always get my socks dirty while doing
my feet are cold.
Okay, you didn't have. Okay, that makes more sense.
My little feetsies. Oh, no.
Okay. Very. But by the way, I think this is like a Connor career high. I don't think I've had more than one pick. So we have to.
No, I think this is.
No,
last week you had 2.
Did I? Oh,
yeah, because it was 3-2-1. Liv had a bad week last week.
I gotta get.
Liv has a bad week. A bard. Liv has a bad week. Bard.
You had a bad week
every week. The bard one.
I'll be bard.
I'll be bard.
Fairy Godmother, played by Jennifer Saunders.
Got it.
I would like to go last on this one because I have 3 and I'm debating them.
Okay.
I'll go first because mine's pretty straightforward in terms of my thinking.
You're definitely going to have one of mine. Okay, go
on. Jennifer Saunders is sort of quite she is. She's a very famous UK comedian, and she's very famous for being part of a duo. And I went for the other part of that duo. So my pick is Dawn French.
Okay.
I think she has that sort of mumsy tone, like in the Vicar of Dibley. It's very like that, and I think she can. But she's also played murderers, and so she can do the dangerous, the sort of undertone threat as well.
And so she did a voice. She did a character in Narnia. She played Miss Beaver.
She did Mrs. Beaver, didn't she?
Oh, right.
Very good in it. Yeah, it's a good pick. I like that.
Thanks.
Yeah, no, that's a very good pick.
What did you have?
This is another Community throwback. I went for Yvette Nicole Brown. I just feel like she could do it. I should definitely be.
It'd be a different vibe, but a good vibe. Yeah.
But can you remember what Liv was saying earlier about her being sort of controlling? Like, can you remember? I don't know. Can you guys remember Yvette Nicole Brown in Drake and Josh? That's like my main inspiration.
That is not my job.
Yeah, exactly. I just feel like she'd make the Fairy Godmother really funny.
Even in Community, again, that sort of, she had such a sweet voice, but also her character in Community was like a strong Christian, so they'd also be afraid of, but you're going to hell.
Yeah.
And no, I think it's a different but good, interesting choice.
See, I'm still now stuck between my 3. Well, probably just 2 of them now. You guys can probably tell me which one you think is better. So I liked the idea of Meryl Streep because she did that Devil Wears Prada type controlling, thingy, and you've seen her play other. I'm really sorry. Can we pause for 1 second? I've just got a call coming through.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so Liv, who did you have for Fairy Godmother?
Okay, so I'm between, I was actually between 3, but then after seeing those 2, I've cut one. Just so you know which one got cut, I liked Miriam Margolyes.
Oh,
You know who she is.
Yeah, she's such a weirdo, but she's great.
She's so funny, but so weird. But I couldn't see her as fairy godmother. So like, you know,
Professor Sprout from Harry Potter films, Connor.
She's just so many memes on the internet right now. So I liked Meryl Streep. I think she's been Devil Wears Prada, and she plays that perfect kind of. You guys can pick between these two, which ones. So Meryl Streep. We just put in her picture on straight away. Okay.
Well, we're not picking one for you. You got to put one forward.
No, because I need like one of you to pick. She was in Devil Wears Prada, so she does that hard face kind of. I could see her as fairy godmother, hands down. Or Joanna Lumley, because she was in James and the Giant Peach as a kid, and like I watched her as a kid, and she just did that perfect kind of I'm controlling crazy woman. Like I could see it. So what do you guys think?
Okay, so who are you going to put forward, Liv?
Oh yeah.
And by the way, there's a right answer to this out of those two.
Yeah.
It's Meryl Streep, isn't it?
I don't know.
No, for me it's Joanna Lumley. But...
Really?
Oh, well now we know who Liv's going to pick.
I would have gone with Meryl, but okay.
Then go with Meryl.
No, because they're on my list. I've literally.
Please go for Meryl, because I want to slate Meryl. It's such a safe option.
Slate is not possible, and that's not a safe option. I'm going to go with Joanna. I thought Joanna was the safe option.
So Meryl Streep, the reason I don't think I'd like her as fairy godmother is because I feel like she would not try hard enough for a role like that. I feel like she's above it. I feel like
no, she tried hard for the president in Don't Look Up. She was great in that.
Yeah, if I was Meryl Streep, I just would not give a shit about like a Shrek remake.
That's why you're not Meryl Streep. She gives a shit.
How often Connor starts his day with "If I was Meryl Streep."
He looks in the mirror and goes, "What would Meryl Streep do?" Every morning.
Literally. Like I have a wristband. This says what would Meryl Streep do. Yeah, I think Joanna is a good pick. I think I've seen her in stuff. I'm fairly confident.
Yeah, the only thing with Joanna, and I know I said of the two Joanna, mainly because I agree with Connor. I don't agree with Connor because I think Meryl Streep wouldn't put her nose up at playing the role. But yeah, I don't. Joanna Lumley is almost too like curt in her like, yes, darling, like very like I don't know what I'm trying to say here.
No,
but I could see her delivering that bit, you know, where she's like Harold, you've made me do something I really don't want to do. Like I could just hear her. But I get your point as well.
It'd be different because
I'm gonna left field this, and I want Yvette Nicole Brown.
I also want Yvette Nicole Brown.
Nice.
Sure, I'll take the W.
Yeah, it's different, and I think she would absolutely nail it.
Connor, you're smashing there.
I am, aren't I? I'm doing like as good as Will at the minute. I don't know. We'll count them at the end, but yeah.
Will's like 3.5. You're 3.
Okay.
That's good.
So it's all down to Prince Charming.
Come on.
I forgot to do Prince. Well, I forgot. I couldn't get one.
You have one?
Connor, you can go first for Prince Charming.
Be you two and I'll pick.
Okay, so I was thinking like he's posh, he's got to be like a villain, and he's got to be like a little bit like kind of wussy about it a little bit, you know, like and I think he's got to be able to play a mother's boy. And I was thinking Tom Hiddleston for that. Oh no, I've screwed it. I can see my husband.
I mean,
screwed it.
I really thought when you did that description, you were going to say the name I have. But then you said Tom Hiddleston.
Damn it. Okay. My backup was Eddie Redmayne. Would that have been better?
You know what? I should have that would have been a terrible one. I should have muted and turned away and then looked at them
pretended
both
it was
and
someone else.
decided which one
Without
of not.
Yeah, because let's be honest, Liv, you want to pick Connor's,
Yeah.
whatever it is.
I want to get the win, but like I'm not good
Connor's
at
like a little brother
not
that
good
you
at
play a
picking
game
them.
with, and you want to let him win. That's literally where I'm at with Connor.
Well, I try my best.
I am sorry, Con, but I'm pretty sure I've nailed this.
Okay.
Think about everything Connor just said. Has to be
I like Tom
posh.
Hiddleston though, just to be clear. I think that's not a bad choice at all.
Oh, fair enough.
Just not for Prince Charming, right?
No, for the Prince Charming, I like him.
Okay.
Has to be posh. Has to be quite wimpy, a mummy's boy, bit moany, wanting everything to go his way.
Oh, I've realised who you're gonna say.
Jack Whitehall.
Oh no.
I'll see you all later.
Yeah, I see that. No, I do see that. Have any of you seen Jungle Cruise?
No, but I've heard in it he's a similar type character, right?
Yeah,
he's perfect for Prince Charming.
I can hear JP right now as Prince Charming.
Yeah,
I think that's perfect.
Mummy,
really good. Yes. Yeah, no, you nailed it.
So many times in the show.
Yeah.
The more I think about it, the better it is.
I left my ace up my sleeve till the last one.
That's a great one.
By the way, Con, the actor he's replacing is Rupert Everett. In case you were, I think. Am I right in saying that?
So scared one of you guys was gonna say that actor who plays Jamie Lannister because it is such a predictable choice because he
looks exactly like it.
Yeah.
What's his name? Nikolai.
That's Jack Whitehall is such a good one.
Yeah.
I was proper happy with that.
Okay, so those are our picks. Geez,
I don't hate the cast. I really don't.
No,
I think from Puss in Boots down but Eddie Murphy down is good, but Rashida Jones I've kind of grown around to. Yeah, I can hear it a little. I don't hate Mike Myers. My serious Mike Myers instead of my middle one was James McAvoy.
Mike.
But I felt it was too
I was gonna say James McAvoy as well.
Yeah. I can hear him.
What, as Shrek you mean?
Yeah. No.
Okay. Can we replace Colin Farrell? That's the only one that I hate.
Other one was Robert Carlyle, but
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, you do. Rumpelstiltskin from Once Upon a Time, and like Train Spotting, and
I can hear him going.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, he's that's not what he's famous for. Full Monty, Train Spotting, like he's done some very good acting over the years.
Full Monty.
Yeah.
I anyone but Colin Farrell, like can we put him in? or James McAvoy, anyone?
I mean, James McAvoy, I don't think is a bad shout.
Yeah, Liv.
If Liv had taken it seriously at the start of the podcast.
Sorry, that is what I was going to say. But then I was like, why are we all lying to ourselves when we know that she could do it best? She would come in and she would kill the role.
You're saying she because you no longer remember her name.
Just, I don't know, Liz something. But, can you not hear her coming in, going, get out my swamp? Like, I can hear it.
I mean, looking back at the cast and seeing Colin as like the weak link, I would be up for replacing him with her at this point. Like,
that's disgusting. I love that.
Because the problem is like Colin Farrell is the guy like headlining, like he's the top one on this list.
James McAvoy, although I've not really heard him do voices, maybe he has. And he played Mr. Tumnus, which was like more a character role. When he was in Split, he did so many voices and different changes that he could defo take on Shrek.
Yeah, I'm up for like convincing ourselves that James McAvoy is perfect if it means getting rid of Colin.
Knock off Colin. Let's go, James.
Yeah, all in agreement?
Yeah. Wait, Connor, doesn't that mean you overtook Will? Doesn't that mean Connor
because Connor was half a point behind me, and then I got Jack Whitehall to go 1.5.
I feel like if we're going back and replacing them, like Will still won the round, like
Yeah.
Controversial, but
well, I had Rashida, Stephen, Jack, and then half of Emma, and Connor had Matt, Yvette. Was that it?
No,
no, you had someone else.
And Winston thingy.
Lamore Morris, yeah. So 3.5 to 3, and then
2.5.
I'm super happy if I beat one of you. I'm over the moon. I'll take that. So now we got to grade it, right? So
yeah,
just looking back at the old one. So I think we did better than The Holiday, which we gave a B plus.
Yeah, I think we did better.
I'm thinking.
Oh, no, that's worse.
That's worse. Yeah, I'm thinking an A, just an A.
A minus.
A minus.
Or flat A. A minus, just because
it's just Fiona.
Because I feel like we've not
Shrek.
reached the A peak yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We can't go.
I want to go back to The Holiday and downgrade that one. But sure, no, it's fine.
Yeah, we well overgraded The Holiday. I feel like A minus because A will be like, that's a really good cast, that's perfect. A plus means that it's like that's better than the original.
Yeah, that's what A plus has to be.
Means we like it, but it's not perfect.
Yeah, no, that's fair. Cool. Okay, well that's our best grade yet. Still, like,
yeah. Considering where we started off with, this is rubbish. This we really
there's a strong finish.
Ourselves back together. Yeah.
Yeah, Lord Farquaad and Prince Charming are the best casts. Don't at me. I think they're amazing. Yeah. Okay, are we ready for Connor's mystery recast of the by week, the fortnight? Connor's mystery recast of the fortnight. Are we ready?
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay.
So, I need to win one. I keep losing.
Have I picked Liv the last 2 rounds?
I think so.
Right. So this guy is well overdue retirement. Okay. One day he might get sick of doing his job. So you guys need to come up with a replacement for
David Attenborough. I knew it.
Yeah.
You can't replace David Attenborough.
Yeah, but
someone will have
to. You can't replace him. But yes, like life has to go on. Life has to go on. See what I did there? Life is one of his documentaries, right? No, I think it is right on Netflix.
But remember, we have to replace him with a character.
Yes.
No, we can replace him with a person as well.
No, it's a character.
I'm pretty sure we made
decided last time.
Real person with a fictional
person. Okay, right.
Do they not play a character? That's
a character.
Yeah, a fictional character to play a real life role.
I don't want to say it now. Right. Character.
Yeah. So the reason I picked him was just because he's going to retire soon. So no, there's no.
Do you know something we don't?
I'm sorry, I've got some bad news, guys. And yeah, like Will said, I'm trying to buy you guys some time. Okay.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it.
I'm trying to buy you guys some time.
I do appreciate it.
David Attenborough is a cherished British heartthrob. I knew a girl from school who just fancied the pants off of David Attenborough, which,
he's amazing. Okay, wait.
But yeah, essentially, like, what fictional character would do the best at narrating wildlife documentaries? I think that's the only thing he actually does.
Not just what, it's also he does a lot to do with like climate change and looking after the world and stuff, doesn't he?
Sure.
Like our planets and
planets and shit.
This is the toughest one you've done.
Yeah, Jesus.
Really tough.
I might need to start releasing the subject. Like,
I've got one. I'm just not sure how great it is.
I think we gotta roll with it.
Right? I think I'm gonna lose on this one for sure because I can't think of one.
Well, it's not
right. I'll start with mine, Liv, and start giving an explanation. Okay, so mine is Ross from Friends.
Okay,
that's a good one.
Just because, like, he shows in the show that he's very passionate about science. Yes, it's more, I love the picture you chose of him doing unagi. and I can see him like
I've got
within a documentary about the planet getting angrier and angrier about like the fact that we're destroying the planet. So, and he's got like the scientific expertise to sort of have that voice of authority. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Ross.
You'd hear you'd hear producers in the voiceovers that he does, like trying to calm him down. And him just be like, I'm fine.
F stands for.
That's a great pick. I love that one. Liv, that's hard to follow up. Wait, Liv, who do you have?
I'm gonna go with Sheldon Cooper from The Big Bang Theory.
Nice.
It was between him and Raj, because Raj has such a soothing voice, and he worked at the planetarium where he did that thing where he was like, take a walk with me through the stars, and he would wait. And I'm purely going on Sheldon because when he tries to teach Penny and he does that, it's a warm summer's evening in Greece, and he does that whole thing, I think he'd be really funny. And he seems to know everything, which is what David Attenborough knows. Like, not shitting on Wills, but I'm like, Ross knows dinosaurs. Sheldon knows stuff that others don't even know.
I know this needs to be an argument. So just to sort of back mine up a bit, or also give a counter argument for Sheldon. David Attenborough is also a national treasure. He's beloved, and I don't think Sheldon would be beloved because he would, as he is as a person, he would talk down to people in interviews and stuff like that. So
that was the only thing in my head between him and Raj, and I know Sheldon's bad on TV as well.
Yeah, I reckon David Attenborough has inspired a lot of people to do good things for the environment and for nature. I'm not sure Sheldon Cooper could.
Did you say this? I don't think Ross could.
I think he could,
but I think he could more than Sheldon. So I think you got that one over me. But Sheldon's won a Nobel Prize.
I mean, it's up to Connor. We can say
what
we want.
I'm like, Sheldon's won a Nobel Prize. He made a difference to science. So, all right. Go on, Connor.
Tough. I think they're both good picks. I think Raj would have been a better pick because I think he's like,
he's got a smoother voice.
Yeah, he could instantly. Yeah, he could do documentaries. Like that's the whole thing. Like these two both have very irritating voices. I think we can admit, right? I think so. I think they're good picks. I think the one edge that I think two edges that Ross has over is that I don't think Sheldon would. He's not a very good like people person. I don't think he'd come over very well. Like his actual, like the character himself wouldn't come on over very well like doing the voiceover. And the big thing I think is Ross is a paleontologist. Sheldon is like a quantum physicist, and I think like the paleontologist would translate way better to wildlife documentary. So I've got to give it to Ross. I think.
Woo! Your first win.
Oh my god!
We should keep a tally.
Thank my family. I want to thank Matt Grote. No, not. What's his name? Who made Friends?
Oh, Matt Groening.
I was going to say Matt Groening, but that's Simpsons.
Yeah.
Who made Friends?
I've no
That's
idea.
going to really annoy me. Marta Kaufman and.
Sure.
Are you looking at Liv?
Yeah.
Thank you.
David Crane.
David Crane.
I didn't even know that.
Nobody knows that. Only Will knows that. Well, apparently not, I guess. Congrats, Will. Yeah. So Will is a big winner of this one, right?
I really enjoyed this episode.
Yeah, I like this episode.
I had a lot of fun with this.
I was very tired for
Finally, we've done something I like.
Jeez. Okay. Well, thanks everyone for listening. This has been episode 3 of Take 3. It's going to be the only. We should play that one up more, shouldn't we? We can't make that joke again until episode 33. Or this one will be the only true one. No, thanks.
Should be like our special big episodes. Like most people, like normally podcasts do it at like 100 or 50, but we should do it at 33.
And 333 and 3,333 and 33,333 and the big one 333,333. That one's going to be huge.
I meant more like 33, 133, 200, but fine. we good.
Hey, the big day, 3 million, 3. Yeah, thanks for listening, everyone, and see you next fortnight.
Bye.
Bye.
I'll cut it out, guys. It's fine.
I was going to say.